Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into our brand new library, Vestral Voices. Now this is a hauntingly expressive instrument that blends purity of our original kind of church recordings of this particular vocalist with something far darker and more twisted, giving you everything from ethereal choir beds to wholly unsettling and chaotic cinematic textures. So I'll walk you through some of the key features, show you some of the sounds, we'll have a look at the snapshots and just talk a bit about the inspiration behind it. Let's dive in. So this was recorded in a church down the road from us, St Michael's Church, and thank you to them for letting us use the space. We recorded one singer, Amelie here, who worked in the space, and what we did was get a series of long held notes with some improvisations in them, not too far from the original note. Then we also got a series of drones, which is really minor and subtle movements from the original sampled note, and then textures, which are kind of the way we started with the textures is they're kind of short cells or phrases that we've then kind of blended together, reversed, mixed up, chopped around to give you these textures. So let's just have a listen to what we've called light sustains, and the light are operated by the blue buttons on our keyboard here. So you get quite a lot of variation as it's going on. Now if we put some of our reverb in that, I've got it set to tunnel, which many of you know is my favorite one. Really open and spacious. So obviously here, I mean, I've got a lot of splosh on it, and I've got the release set up very high, but we've included the attack, decay, sustain, and release, so you can play around with how much of those that you get to mix the sound you want. So light on the blue side of the keyboard, original organic things that we sampled in that recording session. Now the dark, which are on the purple, are then those samples, but we've put them through a whole bunch of processing to create something new. You can hear kind of, you get that edgy kind of rumbling coming in. Okay, so that's your sustains. Then we've got these drones. So we've got harmonics and bits and pieces that are kicking in with it as well. So it's not just your original held note, you've got some kind of other harmonics included in there. I really love the drones. I think it comes together, and if you want to use it as kind of an ensemble choir that's got some actual movement and changes to it, the drones work really well for that. Let's have a listen to the dark version of the drones. Quite ambient, quite shifting. Again, lots of movement going in there. And then we get to the textures. Let's have a listen to the light textures. So you can hear it's moving around a fair lot. And then our dark textures. again, a lot darker, much more resonant. Get some fairly low notes out of it. So those of you that have seen our other products, you'll recognize this kind of UI. So we've got reverb in the middle with some different places you can put things, and we've got a mix so you can change how much reverb you get. We've obviously got our sample volume control, so again you can mix a blend of things together should you want to. Then we've got dirt, which runs things through, let's take one of the drones, which runs things through a little distortion. So if we get our... And you can do some quite nice things without too much drive, or you can absolutely slam it, depending on what you want to do. So we've got dirt there, that's there. Then we've got the filter. I think the filter really is more useful on the darker patches. So for example, if we take our sustains and our drones, almost kind of wind tunnel effect there. Give us a bit of control and a bit of shaping. And then we've got the kind of process bits and pieces down the bottom here. So character, compression, saturation, and then your overall mix you can control of this chain. So let's just... Again, just pushing it, adjusts it, changes it. And then the other two great buttons that you've got a reset button which will reset your parameters, and you've got a chaos button that if you need some inspiration will get you something absolutely mad. And what we've done to help you is come up with a bunch of presets as well. So let's just reset for a second and let's have a look. So you've got sustains light, sustains dark. So if you don't want to have to worry about knobs, you can just click up here. Let's take, what about gentle pad? That seems a good place to start, doesn't it? Very chilled out, very gentle, like it. Chanting, let's have a listen to chanting. Not a heavy saturation on that one. I imagine distal choirs even more so. Then we've got wind tunnel. Ethereals. So again, you've got some nice things that you can play around with, and of course, as always, complete crackers bits as well for when you need it. So look, that's Vestral Voices. It's available now from our website. You know, whether you're doing something fairly sacred or summoning something sinister, you've got a powerful palette of vocal textures you can play around with to really shape what you want to do. Hit the link in the description, check it out. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a like if you enjoyed it. And if you want more walkthroughs, behind the scenes and twisted sound design tools, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.